What if I told you that losing your job, your relationship, or your money is the best thing that could happen to you? I know, you want to punch me right now. You're thinking, you don't understand. I am in pain. My life is falling apart. And I hear you. Loss sucks. It feels like a physical blow to the chest. It feels like the ground is opening up to swallow you. But I want you to look at history. Look at the people you admire. Steve Jobs got fired from his own company before he built the iPhone. J.K. Rowling was a single mother on welfare before she wrote Harry Potter. The most successful, most resilient, most powerful people in history didn't win their way to the top. They lost their way there. I'm going to teach you the art of losing. I'm going to show you why your inability to let go is the single heavy chain holding you back from your next level and how to break it. First, we have to understand why loss hurts so much. Why do we cling to things that are dead? Why do we stay in relationships that make us miserable? Why do we stay in jobs that are killing our souls? It's not because we are loyal. It's because of a glitch in your brain called the sunk cost fallacy. Imagine you buy a movie ticket for $20. You sit down and 10 minutes in, you realize this movie is absolutely terrible. It is boring, offensive, and poorly made. Now, you have a choice. Option A, you leave the theater, go home, and do something fun. Option B, you stay for another 2 hours and watch the garbage movie because I already paid $20. Most people choose option B. They think they are saving their money. But that is stupid. You already lost the money. The money is gone the moment you bought the ticket. By staying, you are now losing your time too. You are paying twice. We do this with life. I've been in this relationship for 5 years. So, if it's toxic, staying another 5 years just means you lose 10 years instead of 5. I studied law for 4 years. So, if you hate being a lawyer, becoming a partner in the firm just means you sentence yourself to 40 years of misery because of a decision you made when you were 18. The sunk cost fallacy traps us in the past. It makes us invest more life into dead things. We act like gamblers at a casino, chasing our losses, convinced that if we just put in one more coin, the machine will pay out. Spoiler alert, it won't. But there is a deeper, darker reason we can't let go. It's about identity. We don't just have things, we are things. You don't just have a job at Google, you are a Googler. You don't just have a boyfriend, you are a partner. When you lose that job or that relationship, you don't just lose a paycheck or a companion, you lose yourself. You lose the story of who you are. If I'm not a manager, who am I? If I'm not a husband, who am I? This identity crisis is what causes the real pain. It feels like death because a part of your ego is dying. But this death is necessary because that identity was a costume. It wasn't the real you. It was a mask you were wearing. Life is ripping the mask off so you can finally see your own face. Here is a brutal truth. You don't own anything. Look around you. Your house? It's just a pile of wood and stone that you are renting from the bank or the government. Even if you pay it off, eventually you will die and someone else will live there. Your partner? They are a free human being. They are not your property. They are walking their own path. And for a while, their path runs parallel to yours. But they can change direction at any time. Your body? You borrowed it from the earth, carbon, water, calcium, and one day the earth is going to take it back. You are a tourist here. You are staying in the hotel of life. It's a beautiful hotel. Enjoy the room service. Jump on the bed, watch the TV, but don't try to bolt the TV to your suitcase when you check out. Once you realize everything is a rental, losing it isn't tragic. It's just returning the rental. It's the natural cycle of things. Okay, that's the philosophy. Now let's talk strategy. You're hurting. You're in the messy middle of a loss. How do you get through it? Here is your 4-step protocol for letting go. Step 1. Stop faking it. We live in a culture of toxic positivity. Good vibes only, stay strong. Screw that. If you just lost something important, you are bleeding. Don't put a smiley face sticker on a gunshot wound. You need to grieve. Grief is not weakness. Grief is the digestion process of the soul. It is how your system processes the change. If you suppress it, it poisons you. It turns into bitterness, cynicism, or physical illness. So, give yourself permission to fall apart. Set a timer if you have to. For the next hour, I am going to cry, scream, listen to sad music, and feel absolutely miserable. Feel the pain fully. Don't run from it. Pain is like a tunnel. The only way out is through. Step 2. The zoom out technique. When you are in the middle of a storm, the storm is your whole world. You can't see the sun. You can't see the horizon. I want you to time travel. Think about the huge heartbreak you had in high school. You know, the one where you thought, I will never love again, my life is over? Be honest, you are probably laughing about it now. You might even struggle to remember their middle name. That tragedy is now just a funny story. 5 years from today, the thing you are crying about right now will just be a sentence in your biography. I got fired in 2026, and that pushed me to start my consulting business. My fiance left me, and that forced me to move to a new city where I met my soulmate. Loss is rarely a dead end. It is usually a redirection. It is the universe grabbing the steering wheel because you were driving off a cliff. Trust the plot twist. You are the main character, and the movie isn't over yet. Step 3. The physical purge. Your environment programs your brain. If your house is full of reminders of the past, your brain will stay in the past. Physical clutter equals mental clutter. If you want to let go of an ex, box up their stuff. Change your bed sheets. Get new pillows. Smell is a powerful memory trigger. Get a new air freshener. If you lost a job, clean your desk. Throw away the old notebooks. Rearrange your furniture. Move your bed to the other wall. This sounds superficial, but it hacks your brain. When you look around and see a different environment, your brain receives the signal, we are in a new era. The old rules don't apply. Step 4. Action is the antidote. Anxiety lives in the pause. Depression lives in the stagnation. Confidence lives in the action. When you are just sitting there thinking about what you lost, you are powerless. You are a victim. You need to reclaim your agency. You need to verify to yourself that you can still affect the world. Focus on the micro actions. Don't worry about how will I fix my whole life. That's too big. Ask, what can I do in the next 10 minutes? Drink a glass of water. Do 10 push-ups. Send 1 email. Clean 1 dish. Momentum is everything. A moving object is harder to stop. A stationary object is hard to move. Just get moving. Even if you are moving slowly, even if you are crawling, movement generates dopamine. It clears the fog. It tells your brain, we are not dead yet. Loss is not a wall. It is a door. It clears out the trash to make room for the treasure. Imagine your life is a house. You want new furniture. You want the beautiful, expensive stuff. But your house is full of old, broken, rotting furniture. There is no room for the new stuff. Loss is the movers coming in and taking the old stuff away. It feels violent. It feels empty. But that empty space? That is the most valuable thing in the world. That is potential. That is possibilities. If your hands are full of yesterday's garbage, you can't catch tomorrow's gold. Drop it. Let it go. Change is coming. Be ready.